All right. Welcome, everyone. We are here to celebrate and say thank you to our Points of Origin alumni and to initiate the new thing that we're doing. And you're invited to join us. In fact, you are a needed participant in our Positively Onward platform, which I'll get into. So, for today, what I want to do is just go through, I'll give you real quick what the agenda is. The first part is just to call you out and express our gratitude. And then Peter is going to give us an update on what's been happening with him and Parkinson's. And then I'd like to give you a little bit of an overview of a vision of Positively Onward and what that platform is all about. And then Hiroko has offered to do a sound bath for us this is so perfect because she was the very first person who came into our Points of Origin clinic when we started on Mill Plain, and she helped us with the feng shui and the colors and creating the type of atmosphere we really wanted. And so here she is closing out Points of Origin with us with what I would call a sound version of Feng Shui, and then opening it up to our new platform, our new sort of vision of where we're headed to next. So thank you, Hiroko, for offering to do that for us. I really appreciate it. So yay. I've tried to thank you all individually and through emails and other ways to just say the last 23 years has been an amazing journey for me and Peter. Rocco, you weren't our first front desk person. I don't know if you guys know this, but Rebecca, Pete's sister, was our first person who came in and was our front desk person. And then Hiroko joined and helped us struggle through the transition from getting into insurance panels and that kind of stuff. So thank you, Hiroko. Yay. And then things really took off with Cynthia. Cynthia, wave to everyone. How have you been?
I've been good. It's good to see people's faces.
Yeah, Cynthia,
Nice.
you're the one who saw us through the events that we put on where we would lug instant pots and food to places where we were doing events and doing cooking and nutrition classes and stuff like that. So that was pretty amazing that you carried us.
Yes.
It was
You guys launched me into vegan eating.
that's
So
right.
still doing that, by the way. So
Yes,
yeah,
you are. And full disclosure, you're doing it tonight for us, right?
that's correct. That is correct.
We're headed over to Cynthia's this evening to have a nice, wonderful dinner. So thank you, Cynthia. We look forward to seeing you.
Oh, me too. That's gonna be fun.
And we have extra thanks for you because you're the one who brought us to Annette.
Yes. Annette, one of my favorite people.
And one of our favorite people too, because Annette saw us through so much stuff, including 2020 pandemic. And Annette, everybody asks about how you are, what you're up to. Why haven't you come back to Points of Origin inside? I tell them we won't let you. But
I would say we have the most amazing people, and I miss everybody. You were the best in letting me work from home. That was who's a receptionist who gets to work from home?
she's a pillar, a huge pillar of Points of Origin in the last 3 years. And for me, like supporting me after Pete retired in 2020, and I was all alone in that clinic, but I never felt like it because not everybody knows this, but we had a Word document open. Annette and I were in real time commenting and communicating with each other. And I think our goal for each day was how many color combinations can we make the text? How many
I
combinations of
blame you for
highlighter?
that.
And then we gave up on trying to find emojis each time, and we just put a whole strip of emojis at the top of the document that we could copy and paste and put in as we were going throughout the day. But thank you, Annette. You've been and will continue to be a huge inspiration, and we have so much gratitude for you and what you brought to creating a really peaceful healing environment. And you were our first step for people's healing. I believe that.
Oh,
The way you talked to them on the phone and then you brought them in, and everyone has asked about you. So I'm
Oh,
sending you love from everybody.
they made it easy. They are the best. So keep saying that we have the very best people who come to you guys. So I got to experience all that with you, and that was awesome. because they're the best. They make
It's
it
true.
easy.
It's true. And we have some of the best, we call them alumni. Well, you're alumni
Mhm.
here now. We've transitioned from the HIPAA world to the public environment here. So thank you for being here. And, the other people that obviously we treasure are alumni. And you guys think that we show up to help you feel better, but 99.99% of the time, you're showing up has made us feel better. So that leads me into the vision of what I have for our next step. But before I go there, hey bud, before I go there, I want Peter to give you guys an update on what's been happening with him and some of the challenges that we faced, but also some of the exciting things that are happening with him and his symptoms and stuff. Peter, thank you for showing up here because I know being on camera is not your favorite thing to do, but we honor you and I'm so proud of you for being here. So thanks.
Okay. Most of you know I was diagnosed with Parkinson's in September of 2018. That was with my neurologist. And it turns out on that very same day, I met with a man called Howard Shifty, who is, he's over in Scappoose, Oregon. So I was able to meet with him in person pre-COVID. And then after COVID came, I would meet with him on Skype once a week. And he's been my health coach for these past 4.5 years. And he's just been invaluable. One of the unique things about Howard is that he had, I'm using the past tense, had Parkinson's over a dozen years ago, and he was able to overcome it. And he's been symptom free for all these past 10 to 12 years. So he's really an inspiration and he helps me a lot with my internal work. There are Qigong exercises that I do. And more more recently, I started to work with a woman named Jody Franklin, who's in Boston, and likewise, I meet with her on Zoom. She's a blanking on what
She's a functional medicine practitioner.
functional medicine practitioner. Involves a lot of testing and use of supplements. And to the way I was last summer, I've noted a lot of improvements, increased energy. My sleep, which was terrible, is now almost back to normal. So I've really gotten great benefit from her input. And one of the most recent things that I've started is infrared steam saunas. There's a place that's right down the street from us that has a sauna machine. It looks like a hyperbaric oxygen chamber. So you climb into it and close the hatch, and it produces steam and nice hot temperatures. It's good for detoxification and a lot of other things, but that's the newest modality I've started to use. Anything else, Lisa?
Yeah, I think one of the things I wanted to bring up is that with all the doctors that you had seen for Parkinson's, nobody had offered any kind of testing, right? Blood
Mhm.
tests or urine tests or stool tests or that kind of stuff. And so one of the things that Jody did was order a bunch of very specific tests to determine if there were any toxicities and things in Pete's system, because there's a very high correlation with not just toxins in general, but very specific toxins related to Parkinson's. And not only that, there's specific bacteria that are in the gut that are related to Parkinson's, and some bacteria that tend to be very low and some that tend to be very high that shouldn't be there. And so she's been able to not only determine what things are high and low and shouldn't be there, but then give Pete the right supplements, and not just the supplement, but the specific brand and dosage and timing of each supplement so that he can open up his detox pathways and then slowly detox from these things. So that has been a real eye opener for both of us, having been in the medical world for so long and not having that available to us in our world, and then to turn around and have somebody who does functional medicine. And she's a health coach. She's not trained in, she's not an MD or anything like that, but she really knows her stuff. And so one of my goals through this program is to be able to highlight that are other types of practitioners available that can do this kind of testing and help people in ways that we hadn't really understood or known about.
Yeah, I'll just add one final comment, and that is that it's been really interesting being on the other side of the doctor-patient relationship. The lessons I've had to learn is being okay with asking for help. I'm grateful for all the helpers that are in my life, including Lisa, because I couldn't do it without them. So thank you, everyone.
Yay. Every day I see how brave Pete is, and part of my job is to help him, but it's also just to witness, to be there to support and witness and trust that this is his journey. And so I love watching him just approach the way he approaches everything. So we want to be able to share some of these things with you guys, but also realize that what Pete just said is asking for help is I need help from you guys, from everything from gardening tips, Polly, and movies and all the things that you brought to me because that I would never know about. In fact, I'm not sure how I'm going to get my weather reports anymore because I depended on you guys to give me to tell me when it's supposed to rain or snow or hurricane or where fires are and that kind of stuff. So that's the idea behind the Onward, is creating a community where we can support and help each other. So I want to welcome some of the people that just popped on here. I do see you, Pamela, and so happy to see these faces. Evie, I see you here. Jan, Polly, it's been so long since I've seen you. Welcome, Carmen. And you guys can pop on and unmute. And if you have anything you want to say at any time, feel free. Like I said, I do have a little bit of an agenda here, but mostly it's just, I love seeing your faces, and I hope that we can do this often. In fact, I have us set up for monthly calls so that we can share updates. And I will also have a little bit of something to share each time, but mostly it's I'm hopeful I can answer questions and things like that. So thanks, Peter. If you guys, yeah, go ahead.
I just wondered if the monthly calls would be rotated maybe, because normally when I have my feet healed, I do Pack Walk. It's the Humane Society on Friday mornings. So I would miss every single future meeting.
Oh, all the meetings currently are set up for Thursday mornings, the last Thursday of the month.
Okay. Do you know what time?
I should. That's such a good question. I think, 10:30 in the morning.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. There's some new people popping on. Welcome, you guys. I'm going to go, and I just want to talk to you a little bit about um, what is this platform. I just have a few things that I want to share. I just want to go through. There's really three main things that the Positively Onward platform is about. And the first one is about health and health care. And this really comes from the last 7 years of helping my mom through different situations and see in different hospitals, different rehab facilities, different people coming in and out of our home, and seeing how either the healthcare system is breaking or is broken, and the importance of having an advocate, somebody with you or with your loved one when you're going through appointments, having a second pair of ears and eyes, a second mouth for people to get someone who's like the squeaky wheel who can speak up. And I will go through more of this stuff, and I want you to lean into me if you are in a situation where you're coming up in these situations so I can try to help you. Not that I know everything, and I don't. I learned a ton of stuff that I did not know. But I also want to just caution about blaming doctors and nurses for not spending time or not giving you great information, because they're like burnout and it's not their fault. It really is a system thing. And the best way that we can help each other is to help each other, is to really inform and guide and give each other really good information so that we can make decisions that benefit us. So that's one big piece of this, and why I didn't just want to close my practice and take this experience and information and not have a place to share it. So that's part of what this platform is about for me. It's personal. Like, I really want to try to help you guys help other people and do it in a way that's respectful of nurses, doctors, healthcare providers, because they're working their tails off and it's a really difficult situation that we're in general. Okay, so that's that. The second part is mindset, mind and mindset, and the self-talk, the words that we use to describe ourselves, our bodies, those things really matter. And so I want to just bring forth some concepts around affirmations and monitoring how we ourselves, what we say to ourselves. And one of the things that you can do right now is when you wake up each morning is to just that first moment when you're awake, what's that first thought, that first sentence, that first thing that goes through your mind? Because I'm pretty sure it isn't, I love you. I love you, Lisa. I love you, Cynthia. I love you, Peter. I'm pretty sure it isn't. But if you can change that to I love you and your name, change that first thought because it'll make you smile. It'll make you feel so good. And it changes everything. So each time when you just have that instant, it's not grabbing for your phone. It's not my back hurts. It's I love you. So just try that. One thing, just try to be aware of that first thought that you have. And if if it's too hard to say I love you in your name, then say I love you, mom, or I love you, Kiwi, your pet, your something that's easy for you to love. So bring that little piece into the morning when you first start, because mornings are magical. And I do have a little mindset reset course. It's a very tiny little course in the Positively Onward platform. It's going to expand. I will bring other ones in. There's a lot of science around mindset and what we say to ourselves. And I'm going to bring in some scientific researchers and some of the different practices that we can start doing to help shift beliefs and mindset. And this gets us into this whole quantum field of intention, energy, vibration, frequency. And there's a whole medicine around vibration, frequency, and energy. And there are even some gadgets that can help to adjust frequency and vibration of cells and that kind of stuff. And I will be bringing forth some of these gadgets, whether you believe in them or not, it's up to you, but I will bring some of that stuff forward so that you can just learn about it. So those are the first two things, health and healthcare, mind and mindset. And then the third thing is community and connection, because I really believe that our relationships and how we connect with each other, I just want us to love up on each other, really. I want Positively Onward to be a place where, after you've gotten the bad news or after you've faced a challenge and you've had the cry in the shower or the meltdown, you can come in here and get encouragement and inspiration. And like I said, cooking tips and gardening tips and recommendations for books and restaurants and things that you can do to uplift and inspire yourself and your family. So those are my three pillars and how I envision this platform. And this platform is brand new. Like you can see there's bare bones stuff in here when you log in. But it will expand. And I have a YouTube channel. I have an Instagram account, which I just opened. I have Facebook. I'm trying to make this Positively Onward in all different places so that anybody anywhere can get inspiration and hope and some kind of help so that you help yourselves, you help each other, you help your family, you help your pets. That's all I got. Any questions?
Lisa, this is Rita. I just want to say that I feel like I'm in a place where I welcome all of that. And I'm sure the people that have been with you for the 23 years or less, but part of going to your practice and friends and family that you have. Sorry, I've been moving books, but I really think there is a need for this. I went through a lot with a brother who's now passed away and trying to work to find him help. That wasn't what was wrong, but doing that cohesiveness between all the different um, medical personnel that were helping him, and then watching him just try to support himself when he wasn't near me when I was trying to be his caretaker. So I think it's very important people to realize as we get older that there are things we're going to have to face. And I have a situation with my mother and my stepfather that I'm right in the middle of. And so when I was listening to you, I was just like, wow, thank you for crossing my path because you've been out there as an acupuncturist and putting out information like you always do. But we crossed paths again. And I was curious as to what you were doing with this new venture because you're always doing something really cool. And it's exactly what I need. I know that I haven't become a practitioner yet. I want to become a virtual health coach this year. And so I'm working towards that. But I have the whole life to balance. And I'm a pet sitter too. So I deal with animals day in and day out. And I just took care of a cat who had insulin and thyroid. And I had to follow the directions to make sure I gave that correctly or whatever. But my life is full. But I need support too. It's a lot to carry, either individually or in your family or in your group of friends or family and all of that. And so I really do appreciate that this is your impulse to do. And I congratulate you on your retirement. But I also am just so thrilled that this is what you're choosing to do, to take all your information that you've gained and life experience and move forward with that. I graduated with a master's in Chinese medicine, and I work as a librarian here at my school. So I'm all about information. And when you mentioned vibrational medicine, I have 2 books I can tell you that I have by Richard Gerber. I'm all about that too, and sharing that with people, helping them to decide or find that piece of information that helps them to move forward with what they're trying to put together as a treatment or study as a student or whatever. But for all this world of ours is all about continuous learning. And I know that's your slogan, and I truly live that. And I just want to express my appreciation and that I definitely would love to be a part and contribute and be a support to who gathers here with like the onward. So thank you so much.
Oh, thank you, Rita. I really appreciate that. You hit the nail on the head that we all need support, and appreciate you sharing your journey. And you and I just met. We've
Yeah,
just
I
like
never met. I
connected. That's
think
what's funny.
yeah, I've seen you on Facebook because you've put like during the pandemic, you were out there helping people convert to virtual stuff and giving them tips on tools and things like that. So I've been aware of you for a long time, but now I hope that you get to know me a little better. But I came into this medicine, the same impulse that you, but I'm also studying functional medicine now as a certification. And so I feel that is a place for healthcare on the Western medicine side and for all the complementary and integrative, that's a place that we can all meet because we can all bring tools to that. I feel sorry for the people that work in a system that is broken, but that's not where I wanted to be. This is where I want to be. And I do want to help people negotiate those systems because, like I said, I have that experience with my brother, and I probably will end up with my mom and my stepfather. But yeah, I would love to contribute. And I already heard from some of your other friends and former office personnel and all of that. That I think I always loved being able to gather with like minded people. And so I really am like amazed at what you're doing. So,
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that very much. And I want to anyone else who wants to chime in, I will stay here as long as anybody is here and wants to add something because I appreciate you taking time out of your day and being here and helping us go from points of origin to positively onward. So I welcome anyone who has anything to add. No pressure.
Hey, I'll go ahead. It's really nice to see you, Lisa and Peter. I love seeing Peter walking in our neighborhood and saying hi at the door occasionally. But your 3 pillars really speak to me. They're not new to me, but they really resonate with me. And I'm excited to be a part of this going forward. And I appreciate your generous hearted approach to life and to community and to sharing your life with Peter, with all of us. So I just wanted to say thank you and looking forward to what comes next.
Thank you so much, Polly. You've been a huge impact on me. And when my mother first moved in with me, you gave me some of the greatest sage advice that carried me through. So thank you. I'm happy you're here. Anyone else have anything to add? Yes, go ahead.
Okay, there's
Oh,
going to be no makeup here, so everybody put your glasses on.
go ahead, Starly. There you
Hey,
Hey there.
everybody. I'm trying not to talk too loud. I'm trying to get a little further away from my mom's room. I'm at rehab right now. And I wanted to say that I originally got on this call so I could support my fellow kitty friend and my business collaborator and my inspirational mentor, not realizing that within the first 2 seconds of being on the call, she fooled me yet again, and that it was actually a big gift for me. And every time I think I'm coming to help Lisa in some way, it's always that big, she got me. So I wanted to say thank you, Lisa. Everything you do seems to somehow just be so much more supportive and loving and more impactful than you even planned for it to be, or maybe you knew all along. You are really insightful and empathic. Thank you for creating this community for everyone. I didn't realize that I was a part of it in that way. What a blessing. You sneaky girl. Lisa's been with me every step of this way through the last 6 surgeries of my mom. And I just sent her a little picture of my mom holding her little bunny straight out of surgery. And every time I hear Lisa's ideas about how she wants to help her community, I hear them very often from the get go, behind the scenes, from scratch, right when the spark is coming out. And I can absolutely attest to the fact that she does it from her heart and the deepest part of her heart. And it's just such a blessing to get to see it unfold. And I think this community is an incredibly special thing that is only going to evolve into something even more unexpected and incredible. And there's never going to be a time again like this moment right here. So I'm glad that we're all enjoying it together and bonded in this unique way. And I thank Lisa for creating this safe space, this inspirational space, this loving space. And thank you for creating that from your heart, Lisa.
Thank you, Starly Bear. I appreciate you so much.
Thank
I
you.
would turn it around and say how much you've given me, but
And
we're
I
always
hope
trying
you
to
have
top
those.
each other.
I know, right? I hope you have those Snapchat filters that the kids use to put makeup on me when this is over.
You're beautiful. We got you. Thank
All
you.
right.
No, it speaks to this only comes, it doesn't come from me, right? This isn't about me. This really comes from all of us together. So you guys, each one of you, and I know there are always going to be people in this group who never say a word, but I want you to know I see you. I know you. I'm happy you are here. You mean a lot to me. So don't think like the energy, the vibration, the connection, the frequency, you matter. You really matter to me. You matter to the group. And so participation doesn't have to be speaking up or even typing anything into the group. I know you're here and I appreciate you. If you ever do want to reach out and ever do want to say something, you have that option. You have that choice. So that's what this is about. It's just embracing who you are in this moment and knowing that you have support and we need you. All right. Anyone else before Hiroko does the sound bath? Oh, we good? All right. Hiroko, thank you so much for bringing Points of Origin into creation with us and for transitioning it out and into Positively Onward now. We're just moving the energy in a different way, creating something new. So thank you.
Good, good. So before I get started, and I'm so grateful for seeing many of you who know me, but for anyone who don't know me, I was there with Lisa. I got to know her 25 years ago. I know it's been such a long time. I was at the beginning at the Points of Origin on the milk plane. I completely forgot about that. But for those people who don't know me, I'm well known as the one who got kicked out from Points of Origin positively. Originally, I'm from Japan, and I used to be so shy and reserved and so modest, but she is responsible for making me as an American throughout our lives, we get to meet some very influential people, and Lisa is one of them, definitely. She acted as an angel who actually gave me tough love. She energetically pushed me and spanked me and kicked me out, but yet it's all good. And I met her when I actually submit the form to Ocom. I wanted to be an acupuncturist, seriously. But somehow, I don't know why. But when I met Lisa, who was about to go to Ocom or was going there, I said, no, I cannot be acupuncturist somehow. But yet, to make long story short, I was doing a space clearing at the points of origin at current office, and something told me to be there. And I was not looking for a job, but yet I signed up for the position as a receptionist when Pete's sister just gave notice. And I didn't know why. But from that on, Lisa actually was demanding that I needed to do this. And then before I knew, I became certified practitioner. And she was so open and kind enough to have many of her patients to be my body so that I could get to where I'm at. But thank you, Lisa. You cannot be replaced. I tell everyone that Lisa is the best acupuncturist. Or I know it's hard for me to say, but she was the best. No one can replace what she did. So that's why I'm so grateful to be at the very beginning and now at the closure and the beginning of that Positively Onward. And I want all of you to be a part of this, to send love and blessing over to Lisa and Pete. And just like what Lisa said earlier, it's so important to give yourself love. So I'm going to do a favor for all of you too. You get to receive love first and then give love and gratitude to Lisa. And cheers to both Lisa and Pete. And somehow those people who are so nice and caring tend to put their needs aside. But it's so important to nourish yourself first. And that's something that Lisa actually taught me too. So let's use this opportunity to be selfish first so that we can serve other people better. Then we want to give just a collective consciousness of lots of love and gratitude to Lisa. And cheers to Pete and Lisa. It's not me who set up this Zoom call, so I don't know how well this sound transport into you. Can you hear? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, because some of the setting, it's really hard for the other end to listen. But I'm going to do just a couple of minutes of that. But if you want extension of that, I know Evie got to come to one of my sound bath. But I've been playing locally. If you want full extension of sound bath, actually I'm doing tomorrow night at 7 p.m. at Livewell Camas Studio. So if anyone is interested in, and Lisa, you're welcome to join. I'm gonna gift you if you want to experience the full immersion of sound bath. But you're gonna take a bath energetically. So it's like a needless acupuncture in one sense. So you get to experience a little bit of it. So now to begin, let's give yourself nice stretching, any part of your body. And please sit without crossing your legs. And first, let's focus on giving yourself nice hug and blessing and love. So go ahead and place both palms over to your heart. And go ahead and close your eyes. And you can repeat after me. May I be well. May I be happy. May I know love. May I know peace. May I be well. May I be happy. May I know love. May I know peace. May I be well. May I be happy. May I know love. May I know peace. Let's take deep breath. And then now, let's offer your palms over to Lisa and Pete. And let's give the same offering to both of them with lots of love and gratitude. Lisa and Pete, may you be well. May you be happy. May you know love. May you know peace. May you be well. May you be happy. May you love. May you know peace. May you be well. May you be happy. May you know love. May you know peace. And let's place both palms onto your thigh, facing towards the sky. And let's focus on breathing in and out through your nose with your eyes gently closed. Thank you so much all for being here to celebrate the closure of points of origin and huge transition into positively onward. And again, let's send lots of love and gratitude and blessing over to Lisa and Pete. Good.
Oh, thank you, Hiroko-sama. Really appreciate that. It was so beautiful. All right. This concludes our meeting today, but I am going to stay on. You guys can click the end or off or leave button, but I'll stay on. If anybody has anything else they want to say, I'm here, but I'm not offended. Obviously, you want to leave, go ahead and leave. But if you want to stay on and say anything, I just want you to know I'm here. So thank you. Goodbye. I'm going to end the recording. So thank you.
Thank you, Lisa. Thank you.